Hello everybody, welcome back to StoneHearth me Banto. Today we continue with our pirate town here, and we're currently building our new house here, our new towers. So that is what my people are doing. I fixed a block here that was messed up with this one, so thanks for letting me know it was this one. I was missing one of those, so thanks guys again for letting me know. So I'm gonna harvest a little bit of water here. I think we might be kind of low on it. Here's another pearl. When I get that, we can sell that for some gold. That should be really good for us. Let's see if we have another one. Yeah, we have another one here. I also want to go and perhaps harvest a few of these trees for the fruits. If you haven't seen this mod before, pretty much in this Archipelago mod you can actually harvest different trees. From this one you get like coconuts, and there are some other trees also which give some other fruits, like this one, the papaya tree. So it also gives some. So I want to get that. Let's see how much wood I have. I'm not sure how much we have. I noticed, by the way, when you're building here on the water and stuff, the performance of the game is really bad. As you can see, the Hearthling just stopping over and over, so they're pretty much confused of what they're gonna do. Look at that amount of clay, guys. We have 169 in clay. That is a lot of clay, I say. We have 12 wood. That's not much wood. We need a lot more wood then. A lot more wood. So I would say that these ones are probably the best way to get wood here. The Dranon tree. And these Malia tree, I haven't really farmed these at all. They don't seem to have any fruits, this tree. I don't think so, at least. So maybe we should head over and either try to grab the fruit, or we're gonna chop it down. Gonna make maybe a ladder. Let's do 2 ladders here, so they can go between them. And we're gonna harvest these 2 trees to start with, and I also want to try to harvest them. I want to see if we're getting any fruits for them, so like if that would give food, or if you only can harvest them for wood. And we should also try to get a herbalist pretty soon, or a cleric at least. I would really want to get a cleric first. We need a herbalist to get a cleric, but that would be so useful, because then we can actually heal our people in battle, and we really need that. And we beat the daily update, guys. It's awesome. So who's gonna join us today? It's gonna be Tulip Bob that joined us, and I'm not gonna be naming anyone for today, so I would do it in the next episode. So with Alpha 21, there's a new thing for the game as well. As you can see, for this person here, I got a trait here. So this person is optimistic. Tulip Bob has always looked for the bright side, and sees a silver lining in almost everything. So every Hearthling has their very own traits. I'm not sure if the first one we have them, because we created this town before Alpha 21, so I think that's why some people are missing the traits. But Stashu here, he got excitable. Stashu can never seem to keep their emotions in check, so they become happy or sad much faster than normal. So that could both be really good or really bad. Here's some battle going on. No Windrise over here with goods again. Don't think we really want to buy anything. Wood we can shop more. Not gonna sell the black pearl yet. I might sell a little bit of clay. Get a little bit of gold for us. And the pelts, I guess we can sell a few of them. We don't need all those. That is pretty good for now, I'd say. Maybe some more decorations. Let's buy 2 of these. And maybe 2 of these. It's a little bit of flowers to decorate with. That should be nice. And also Faye gave a suggestion about if we're gonna build some more houses on the sand, perhaps we should consider actually building them on top of poles from the ground. So I might be doing that, and it sounds pretty interesting, because then we can build houses on the poles, and then we can also have kind of as roads going on over the sand, so when the water will be flushing over the sand, we will actually stay, dry, not getting in the water. So that's not gonna apply for what we got going on here though, so we will see what we're gonna do with it. I'm not sure how I can mix it together good, since we already have this height, so we will see what we do, but it's definitely a good, interesting suggestion. Oh, we also get a bunny statue here far the distance, but we need more wood, so we should probably head over up here. There's these big trees, and it seems like these small ones, they only give wood, but we need wood, so that's good. Maybe this one grow up to this one. I don't think so, but maybe they do. Wanna go up here also. Because let's see if we can perhaps get a herbalist. We probably should start to grow perhaps some silkweed and maybe some flowers. And looks like we need perhaps also another farmer, because you can see rotten pumpkins and stuff here. So a little bit of flowers here, and this one we went for some silkweed. Not much, but a little bit to start with. So let's get another one to be a farmer for us. We need someone that is having a decent body at least. I think tulip bulb is a pretty good option. So let's go for tulip here. Here we go, and what we can also do here that's pretty helpful sometimes is to change the farmers so they are not moving around resources with this one hole. So I'm gonna do the same thing for tulip now. That means they can focus fully on just farming. They don't have to worry about all other tasks because they already have a lot to do, as you can see here with the harvesting. They're putting out new crops and harvesting one by one, and that take a long time, and if they're gonna carry around resources, they will not have enough time to plant new ones and harvest the grown one. And I think we need a little bit more of storage perhaps, and maybe we'll put some more crates. I think one here next to this house can be kind of nice. I'm also gonna add perhaps a few small crates because for visuals, because I think that looks nice. I'm gonna craft 5 of those. And I think we do have maintained a large one. Oh, I don't have it this time. Normally I do have them for maintain. We can go for 4 of those. I think it's good to have them as stockpile because I use them pretty often, and stuff I use often I like to have in stockpile. Maybe we can put the starfish here, out here, just to decorate a little bit. I really want to go in a lot with this town and decorate with it. There's a blue little starfish. Maybe we want to put some in the water as well, just for fun. So let's go for and put one here, this purplish one. I'm gonna put it here in the water. And I guess we're gonna move the oyster. Make a little oyster farm somewhere. I guess we can have both of them out here. They're both kind of close to each other out here. Should be nice. Okay, so let's see how we're doing. It looks like the farm is progressing, that's good to see. And our footman, Banto and Lady Metal is patrolling the farms. The best thing that the footmen can do. That's the best place to patrol. It seems so at least. So we need this one, herbalist staff, and we have 19 flowers and we only need 1, so I'm gonna move this one to the top so we get it done. So up in priority for us with that one. And by the way, if you haven't dropped a name suggestion yet for this town, feel free to do so. I'm adding all the names to my list and then I'll randomize against on. So I can't promise that your special requests for different profession will happen. I'm gonna try to do it as best as I can, but I can't promise that I will fulfill all of them, but I will try to add you. If you win the lottery thing, then I will add you. So I think that's the most fair way. No matter when you type again into the town, you will always have the same amount of chance to get into it. So I think that's the best way of doing it. I hope you guys think so as well. So Lady Metal is using the only table and chair here, sitting eating, while everyone else is sitting on the beach. But sitting on the beach shouldn't be that bad either. It looks pretty nice. Eat on the beach as well. So I think they're fairly busy with the building this. I'm gonna see if we need something more. It looks like we have pretty much all we need really to build it. So let's see if we're still building or if they're doing something else. We got some people building. And it's pretty good, by the way, if you have like a mason or if you have a carpenter. They will actually help build if they're not busy crafting stuff, but they will actually help with building, which is really nice. We won't have free workers for the moment, so it's definitely going to take a while to build this with that amount of workers, but we hopefully should expand soon and get a few more people to join us. I'm going to expand this farm a bit. Go like that, and we're going to start growing some corn, which are not grown yet. The corn gives a lot of food, but it takes a very long time to grow up. But that's also good, like if you combine fast-growing crops with slow-growing crops, because then you will harvest the slow-growing crops. Like not very often, but the quick-growing ones you will harvest all the time pretty much. So it's not much work to have the corn, since they grow a lot slower. I think I'm gonna continue the deck here a little bit. I haven't decided for the road yet, like how we'll color the road. Like it would be really interesting, like, you know, if we would build a building on top of the things like this, on the poles. But it could also be cool if there were like a deck on top of this, and it could be like, you know, like a road for it. It could be, for example, it could be something like that. People will like travel on this. I'm not sure, like, it doesn't, we don't have to work together with that thing, so we will see what we do. I think it's an interesting idea though for making a house. So I think I might make it for at least one house or a few ones. I'm gonna move around a few things, just so we can get a bit of space for stuff. So I'm gonna move the campfire over here so that you can have a nice cozy time there, and the flag is gonna be there as well. So I have this area if we wanna build something there soon, because I feel like we maybe wanna build something there fairly soon. I'm gonna go and add perhaps a road, at least like a first part of it. So we're gonna see, I'm not sure if we're gonna keep it or not. We're gonna see how wide this is, so we didn't align that very good. Go something like that perhaps. So the question is if this also should be a deck. It will be a lot of this filling in here, so that would be a lot of million or billion of clickings. But we might do that, we might do that. Or perhaps we can do a little boat here. Maybe we should do a little boat, guys. Let's see if we can do a tiny boat. Like, the smaller you make a boat, the harder it is to make them, I would say. So let's see, maybe one here. It could be maybe even scratching the bottom, because it's, you see the water in here, it's not deep at all. So I think that this will have to be the bottom of it. So let's make a little boat here. Let's try to make a little boat at least. You can make it decent sized. Like, the bigger you make something, the more detailed you can make them. But it's definitely like a challenge for yourself to make something that is smaller. So if you're up for a challenge, that's maybe the way to go for you. I don't know if this is gonna be kind of weird. I think it might be kind of weird, this thing. Because I don't think it should be bigger than what this one is. We got another daily update, check it out. Awesome, we beat it again. We got another one. Roki has joined us. Let's check him out. Wow, look at that. Look at the body, guys, and the spirit. That's a really good soldier. That's a really good one. I wonder who's gonna be that we're gonna wait with. Let's check out his trait as well. So you have the cultist. This halfling keeps mumbling about some sort of secret bunny god sleeping eternally. What's that about? And also a night owl. The day only really begins once the sun has set. Sounds like a gamer to me. Sounds like a gamer to me. So I think like you can make interesting bows like this, but in my opinion, I prefer to make them bigger because, you know, I love to go into a lot of details when making things. I think a size like that is good for the sail. We could go something like that, perhaps. Very small boat that doesn't look very pretty or anything. I think we might raise the sail a little bit higher up though. Maybe all the way up here. We can even color this if we want to. So we can have a sail like that. And I think it should be like rolled in, so it's not going to be rolled out. So we can go with something like that, the base ship. We're going to make much more advanced, much bigger ships, pirate ships, like really big one. The other ships is going to be maybe this length or even more, something like that, maybe 38. They're going to be really big, but they're going to be out here deeper out. We're probably going to dig a little bit more. I think I said that we were going to dig a bit here, so that's going to be a lot more digging. But this will be a first ship at least, and we might remove it later, but I think we can have it for now at least. Maybe they can have a little steering thing, just add a little bit of detail, like this would be down in the water and it will, you know, steer with it. I guess when you have a sailboat though, you steer with the sail mostly, right? I'm not really sure about it, I'm not a boatman, so let me know, guys. I'm gonna go without it, I think. But what we could do would be we can add something like a crate or something on it. They maybe have some goods with them. Maybe one up there. Can't take one of these. I was thinking of taking one of the urns, but we don't have any pottery for the moment. A sandcastle, what? Ooh, look at that, guys. Wow, awesome. ship wheel. Maybe we should put a ship wheel to it. Like, but you know, a ship wheel doesn't make sense if you don't have that in the behind, right? I'm not really sure like how you control that thing. It feels like it should be in front of the sailor, because if it's behind, you can't see anything. It probably should be even more in front. A royal herald approaches. Oh there! Is this the new settlement of Tortuga? Messiah Barrelhands said you be out here. It was also a bit touch and go in the early days. Shall we get started with the Proclamation? That is us, man. The order of the Princess Dania, first lady of the Ascendancy, and in whose demences you settle. And with the blessing of the Church of Plenty, in whose wisdom we all prosper. Okay, Bantos falling asleep. All settlements that attain local renown will be hereby recognized an official Ascendancy township with the rights, privilege, and rewards. Therefore, rewards, we want that. Indeed, by Princess order, leadable towns that have proven their worth shall win access to architectural, learning, and welfare caravans for trading. Okay, what's next, man? So pretty much, if you've never seen this before, we have 3 different options here. We have Church, Military, and Craft Masters. With each of these ones, you will actually be building like a monument, and you need to have a certain amount of net worth to beat them. It doesn't matter really which one you choose from these, because you can always decide that you want to go for a different one later on. I usually go for Valor Sid because that's really easy. You just craft it like with fighting enemies. So here's the different requirements for anyone who has seen it before. We got Sid's Valor. We need to build a Valor Sid, 4,000 net worth. We got Church of Plenty, build and place Fountain of Plenty, which is 6,000 for that one. And the last one, Crafter's Approval, place a Guildmaster's Skill, attain net worth 5,000. I always go for this one, it's easier, and I don't see any reason to go for other ones because they do not give you any other benefits as far as I know. That's what I like to go for with that. Let's see if we want to put anything more here. Maybe it's gonna be nice to have a tiny little ship here. They should be able to go on this to the ship. And have 2 little storage boxes. Perhaps, let's see here, maybe we should have... I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it does look a little bit better actually. Let's go like that, a small little basic boat. I hope we can make the wheel for it. Because I'm not really sure how much skill it is required for that, for the carpenter, and how much wood. Okay, so it's 2 wood and we need to have the tool bench put out, so we're gonna craft that one. It definitely looks like we perhaps need more storage still. I'm gonna see if we have a small crate. We don't have a small crate. I wanna put some crates here, but we don't have them yet. We have to wait for stuff to get built pretty much. Put out another well here so we can gather water a little bit faster, because it's going a little bit slow. What we can also do here is to perhaps add some flowers somewhere. That could make it a little bit spiced up, a little bit more beautiful. Just a small few details here and there, and always make it look a lot nicer. We have some stone benches. I'm not sure if we want to use them. I guess we can have some at this side. We'll see how they suit in. I think the wooden one will suit in better, but the stone one, they will stick out more from the rest, which can be both good and bad, I would say. So this is our larger project for the moment, and then after that is done, we're gonna get the boat done. It's gonna be awesome. I think I want a few more of those tiki torches. I think they're really beautiful, and the cool thing is that if you use this mod with Archipelago, you can also use these tiki torches if you're playing any other biomes. You don't have to be in this biome to use it, so but definitely suit in the best with this one. Leona Hunterson achieved trap level 4, that's awesome. So she get a larger backpack plus 8, that's pretty nice. Let's see if we have anyone who can become perhaps the herbalist now. This rogue can also be a really good herbalist, but it's a waste to use this person without the body for being an herbalist, I'd say. So maybe Durgish, you will be... This will also be a perhaps an soldier. Maybe the Blood Defender. The Blood Defender, I think you're gonna be my herbalist this time. You don't need that much of a body, and the higher the spirit you have, the more bonus healing the cleric will have. And since the Blood Defender also had pretty good in mind, which means they craft faster, you should be able to go up a level faster with being a herbalist to achieve level 2, which is required to make the cleric tome. But we also need to have a weaver to make a bolt of leather, so that's another one of the things we need to do, and we don't really have people for the moment to do all those things. So here's the carpenter's tool bench. I'm gonna put it, I think I might put it here on the deck for now. It's pretty good if we put this stuff on the deck, because then we have this other space free for later on if we need to use it for something. I'm gonna move most stuff over here and try to keep it looking pretty good still. We have the herbalist shop, that's nice. Let's see where we can put this one. Maybe we can even put it inside this house here. Yeah, let's do that. The herbalist will be working in there. And perhaps we can assign this bed to be for the herbalist as well, so the Blood Defender, you got your very own bed. But it seems like Cecily Fenton has taken your bed, man, so you can have a talk with her. Sleep in your bed, man. Let's see, do we have any extra beds? It's pretty good to put out extra beds even though you don't have a house, because they will sleep better during the night, so we might actually craft a few beds and just put them out for now. But it's not too bad to sleep on the beach. I think that would be nice. As long as you don't get this, I think it's sand flies or something like that. I heard from that. When I watched some series before, that they got bitten so much when sleeping on the beach, so I guess that's one of the risks of sleeping there. This is really good, by the way. This is really good. All these flowers and all the silkweed is so nice for the herbalist and also for the weaver. This person not feeling very good, let's check him out. And by the way, there's a follow thing for Alpha 21, so if you press the J key, you will actually be following a selected Hearthling and you can follow them through the life of the day. That's pretty interesting, it's really nice. The only thing that is kind of sad that you can't like move down. Like this way, if you follow them, you can't scroll down to do this, then stop follows. A simple merchant arrived with wares. Let's buy some outfits for Banto and for Lady Metal. The better armor is always nice. Too bad they didn't sell any leather, that would be amazing. Would be awesome. So let's go to the herbalist and we're gonna queue up. We're gonna maintain 5. Then we're gonna craft 10. So try to keep 5 in stockpile, and we're also crafting 10 so we can get XP, and then we want to make some bandages after that, maybe 5 of those. And we can queue this up for now. We can't make it, but it's still good to have it there, I'd say. I wonder if we'll need another farmer soon or not. Like, I want to perhaps add a little bit more crops. I think we might need a little bit more of silkweed, not growing that much of it, and then perhaps a little bit more silkweed. No, we missed the net worth. It was pretty close though. It was really close. So look at that, we got a little boat here. Wanna see how the boat looked that came with the Ascendancy, the Archipelago thing. Small boat. Oh, I guess this isn't so advanced either, so... But it does have a little bench in the back and some cute bunny and a little gnome in the front. But this is thing with raising it up. This is what Big Given meant pretty much. Having these poles down there is pretty interesting. That would be for the beach. This is another pirate ship. I don't think I have my ships here. I did have a lot of ships. I was actually making a house before that I was thinking of having in this town, so I was making it before when I wasn't recording. But this is a house I've been thinking of having here. I'm not sure if I will have it, but I have made this one. So I'm just gonna put it out so you guys can see it. It could be here in the very front of this. Not sure if you want to have it there, but it could be there. Okay, throw in an arrow, that's awesome. Look at those windows, I hope I can remove them. That's how it looks, and... Wow, look at that, what's going on? Look at them, all the floating windows. What's going on here? Can I remove it? So let's do a save and a load and hopefully it disappears. So the windows are still here. That's a really weird bug, guys. I'm not sure like how this even happened. Tried this house before and I don't know what's going on here. So I could use the destroy command on them, so let's see, save and load again. Okay, awesome, the error is gone that we had here before. But that's kind of a house I've been thinking about at least. We might make a brand new house, go from scratch for it though, but that was kind of what I was thinking about it. Here is another version of it. That's the first one I made of it. And this one didn't throw the other error message, it do move around a few windows. So I'm not sure, I'm kind of thinking of adding this one. I'm gonna see if it perhaps works out. So I'm gonna remove the things that I know have a little bit of troubles. And by the way, if you want to place a door in a slab like this, the way you do it is that you have to remove the slab for the certain size for a door here. For example, a single one is 3 blocks in width and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you just go into placement, so you have to make sure that you do have them crafted, because if you don't, you can't do it this way. Then just put them out like that and they will belong to the template. As you can see here, we get a door. So I'm gonna experiment with making a house with these poles going up for it. So perhaps we can make it, let's see, here we wanna have it. I'm not sure if I wanna have one in directly in the front here or maybe wanna make a path between them. Maybe wanna have a path between them. So let's make a house lined with this thing. Maybe a pole here, and we can go poles like this big as well. I think we're gonna do that at least for the base poles, and then perhaps we can have smaller ones in between them. I have to move this one on a step like that. Something like that for size. After we make something like this, for example, then we just would add like an little floor up here. Then we can make like a stair that's for going up to this thing, which we might do in a different color perhaps. Like maybe we can try this one, like a really, really brightish one, or maybe a little bit of dark one, maybe this one. We can have it on that. There will be a tiny little deck thing. I'm gonna move this one away. So we can build a little bit more, it's in the way for the moment. So we go something like that, pretty nice. Then we can make our very own custom house here. So I'm gonna make it custom here, with walls and everything. So let's get a door for this. Gonna go for a single door. So did we get the base of it, and now I want to add in some nice like details to this. So I'm gonna go like this and remove. We can do like something like that, and we're gonna do the same thing for every side here. We get another daily update. Awesome, we got another one to join. Ward Adion has joined us. They made something weird, by the way, when you get new people. They don't come with full health for some reason. Oh, this is Glutton, so he likes to eat a lot. Wow, 6 body, 6 spirit, that's awesome. That's freaking cool. We get a lot of good people with good bodies and high spirit, which means good warriors. So we definitely do have quite a few people that will do a great job as soldiers. And they're also good as workers, of course, as well, because having high body makes them faster. So having a lot of fast people will make the work go faster, so that's awesome. So doing something like this, as you can see, there's a ton of work to do this compared to just doing the normal walls, but if you do this, you can do a house to look whatever you want it to look like. So this is gonna be the very base of it, guys, and in the next episode we're gonna continue designing this house and adding a lot of things. So this is just a shell for it, so we can add a lot more to it. But it seems to be going pretty good, this house. The tower is getting done. Maybe not super soon, but it's up there a bit at least. I hope it's still continuing with it. And we built our boat, look at that, it's in the water and everything, that's awesome. There's no crates on it though, I guess they haven't just crafted them yet. And also go and let's see if people are building. A lot of idle peoples. I think they have a problem building this because of this side here. What we could do is perhaps add a ladder there and hope that that will help them to build this. Let's see if that's gonna help. See, now everyone is building again, so sometimes you just need to add a ladder but to continue building, so we didn't have to go and actually insta-build us. That's nice, because we want to try to avoid doing that too much. We got some Stonelings coming in here. Where's my soldiers? Lady Metal and Banto. Wow, Banto just rushed in here. Come on, Lady Metal, let's bring them down, man. Let's make these little Stonelings into smashed little boulders. There we go, there we go. But guys, this is gonna be it for today. So our town has definitely grown. It's gonna take a long time to get a big village. And eventually we're gonna reach there and make something really beautiful, really cool. So guys, thanks for checking out this video. If you like it, feel free to leave it a like. It helps me out really much. Thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope to see you guys very soon again. So have a great day, guys, and take care.